And welcome to another round Sports Views. Tonight I'm reviewing Portland Timbers 1 versus Club América 1 in the first leg of the 2021 Scotiabank Concacaf Champions League Quarterfinals. Very end-to-end game, half and half, basically counter punches and punching. Well, there were fouls. It was physical, but you get my point, like figuratively, but also kind of literally. The goals were scored as follows. In the 46th minute, a penalty for Club América. Roger Martinez gets to take it. He takes it. He puts it down the middle of the side. He doesn't put it to the corner, but he doesn't put it down the middle. He puts it in the middle of those two spaces. Not a great penalty, but Atenella goes the other way. No problem for Martinez. That's 1-0 at halftime. And he also got a yellow card at the end of the game, so he can't play next week, speaking of Roger Martinez. Then, in the 90-plus 6th minute, the Portland Timbers get a penalty handball in the box by Club América. Felipe Mora steps up to take. He puts it in the bottom right corner. Easy as you like. A trade-off of penalties, another end-to-end situation to make it 1-1. And it's a tie going to Azteca next week on Wednesday, this time next week. What a slow game, but the stats are as follows. 10 shots to 11, 4 shots on target to 6, 43% pass accuracy, or possession, not possession. 43% possession to 57% possession. 332 passes to 442 passes, 72% pass accuracy to 82% pass accuracy. There it is. 21 fouls to 20, 4 yellow cards to 5, no red cards on either side, 2 offside to 4, and 2 corners to 3. So with that said, this game was a half and half affair, a back end-to-end affair. Each team had their chances, even though I would say Club América had more. They made more chances. They made more happen. I would say both teams had their chances and both teams had their time and situations to play. But mostly Club América ran the game and Portland fouled a lot. They fouled incessantly. I'm not trying to say that's bad, but it seemed like they were scared of Club América's power. They were scared of what América would do, so they just wanted a tactical foul, and they did that a lot. And América also fouled, but it was a very slow game. It was a very closed-off game. It wasn't open, really. América scored a penalty. Portland scored a penalty. Nothing else. The game wasn't really open or fast or nothing. It was really just a chess match of a sort. It was a chess match. And América almost not ran away with it, but got the 1-0 away win, which would have really put a dent in Portland's hopes, but they got the 1 goal. Makes it a lot easier for them at Azteca. I'm not saying they're going to win at Azteca, and I'm not saying they're going to go through, but I said if Portland wanted to win this tie, they would have to win at home. They didn't. Now you're saying they didn't have Niasgoda. They didn't have a Bobase. They didn't have... They didn't have... Yeah. But those two. They didn't have those two. And that didn't help. No. But they needed to win at home. They didn't do it. They played Club América's game. And that's exactly what happened. There was nothing great about this game. It was what Club América wanted to do besides giving up the pen. They did exactly what they wanted. I do not think, without any shadow of a doubt, that this game was exactly what they planned to do. This game was play a chess match. Play it slow. If they want to foul you, let them. If you need to foul them. It wasn't a very succinct game. It wasn't great. It was the most boring game of all 4, to be fair, in this round so far. And the first legs. It was boring. It was tiring. It was boring. It wasn't great. For me, I didn't enjoy it, but that's not the point. Club America nearly got the job done. That penalty I'm not saying it'll hurt them, but they did screw up. They did fail at the last moment. They did fall at the last moment, which is to say that their game plan almost worked. Not to perfection, but it worked. There was nothing that wowed me about this game. There was nothing that enticed me. There was nothing that brought me like, I like what they're doing. No, it wasn't. There was nothing there. Nothing there when it came to this game. This game was a battle of wits, not a battle of skill. I mean, and I understand that. And it wasn't really a battle of wits between the players. It was more of a battle of wits between Savarese and Solari, which makes it seem like I'm sure there was a way that Portland could have not fell to this trap. It's like they knew it was coming and they just said, hey, we'll go for it. We'll play their way, not our way. You're at home. Play your way. That's the thing that gets me. They didn't play their way. It was end to end. Yes. There were chances for both teams. Yes. América had more, but it was even. But it was even because of all the fouls. It was even because of all the shut off and play. The spaces being filled. There was nothing there that showed you there was an open game, that there was a mode, there was a rhythm. No, there wasn't. It wasn't. There was no rhythm to this game. There was no, hey, here's how we beat their tactics. No, wasn't there. There was nothing. Portland were outmanaged, outclassed. I wouldn't say outclassed, but they were definitely outmanaged. Coaching-wise, they were outclassed. The way they played, they got outfoxed. That's what you could say. Because they played exactly the way América wanted them to. If you're going to play at home, you play your way, not their way. If you play their way, you're basically ceding home field advantage to them, and you did. And now that they have an away goal, I don't know. It's going to be hard next week. Portland shot themselves in the foot, but every MLS team shot themselves in the foot. Even Atlanta, who played an MLS team, shot themselves in the foot. None of those losses or draws are just bad results for an MLS team. Less than stellar, I should say. Loss for Toronto, draw for Columbus probably feels more like a loss. Draw for Portland feels more like a loss. Atlanta, definitely a loss. They got slapped. They all shot themselves in the foot. They let themselves get put in this position. And next week, the away teams are going to have to do some work. If Atlanta are to go through, they need to win by 4. 3-0 would be a penalty shootout. They need to win by 4. Toronto needs to win 3-0 or win by 3 to go through. Columbus needs to somehow weather the storm of a Monterrey that are going to definitely care a lot more next week and put out their better lineup at BBVA. As I said, they needed to win by 3 or 2. They drew 2-2. They need to win 3-1 after they let in that early goal. They didn't. Portland, same situation as Columbus. They need to weather the storm of an América, even though they lost their best striker. Maybe Henry Martin will play. It's either Viñas or Martin, but I don't think that really changes anything. They're still both great strikers. They're going to have to weather the storm and score an away goal. And they have to weather the storm. At least, maybe 2. All the away teams have to do some work next week. And I want Toronto to overturn it. Will they? No. Philadelphia, they're probably through. Portland and Columbus, they have a chance. But honestly, if Toronto's out, we'll see how I feel on Thursday. We'll see what I want, depending on what happens on, or Wednesday, should I say, not Thursday, Tuesday, Wednesday. If Toronto gets through, maybe I want at least one of them to go through. Probably both. If Toronto loses, I want them both to choke. But you know what it is. So there you go. With that said, that's what I thought about this game. So if you like this video, like it, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell all your friends. Ain't got nothing to do till Monday. I get a little bit of a break because Toronto doesn't play this weekend. Nothing tomorrow, nothing Friday, nothing Saturday or Sunday. Monday, the preview for leg 2 of Toronto FC versus Cruz Azul. Even though there's really nothing to preview, it's just me. I guess it's a promo, pretty much, and saying what the best 11 is. Hoping it gets out to Toronto, the players. Like, hype them up. I guess that's what it is. But there you go. So, with that said, I'm Ryan and I'm out. Peace.